Well, we are back now with Janet McCormick, who has a couple of restaurants in the area. We've talked about Let's Eat in downtown, also now the Artisan Cafe out at Heritage Farm. We're also joined by her son today, Christian.
Yeah, Christian is here, and they're going to kind of settle a little family score.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cook-off, basically. It's 2 recipes, and the whole idea, this is all about the meatball, right?
All about the meatball.
All about the meatball.
He thinks he's better than me.
I love this story, though, because you said you didn't even like turkey meatballs,
I
which
hate
is his specialty
turkey meatballs, and you know, he took on the challenge and said, let me deal with it. I will deal with it. He's always trying to do healthy, you know, conscious meals, and he and his brother is working out, and so every day I get to see them sit and do all this every day, and then he's finally sitting here.
Is that
like,
true?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he goes, yes.
Brotherly challenge.
So he was
right.
like, I will do a turkey meatball better than anyone. But I said, whatever, you can't beat this.
If you're gonna beat Mom, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. And he has a bigger challenge because, of course,
He does.
most people will say
So
that,
you guys
well,
can grade on the scale if you need to.
meatball with the meat, but that's the challenge, the turkey meatball.
Yes, and I'm making mine slightly low carb, but not too much because I still like my flavor. But because as you can see, I have zucchini noodles instead of pasta.
Yeah, this is really
and
different.
it's a Mexican meatball, which I'm sure you've never had before, because we're gonna have a little bit of warm and heat and hot and some cold, but
Right up my
it's because the salsa is not warmed at all. So hopefully you'll like mine better, but if you don't,
We'll be completely
I'll be all
honest.
right.
It'll be okay, 'cause it's all in the family.
Yeah.
So we're okay either way.
You know, it still takes him an hour to cut an onion. But anyways, I'm not talking about that.
He rolls
so
his
we have a
does me too,
pound
so it's okay.
of on these Mexican meatballs, we just start with a pound of the ground beef, and then of course I put in a little, like a 1/4 of a pound of some sausage just to give it some flavor. And then I'm just going to douse this with a little bit of onion powder, and as you can see, I do not at all measure.
No,
I bet
just
he
go
does,
by, Go by
though.
flavor. Do you do measure?
No, I
It's
think
still in
that
the
from her.
measuring phase.
Okay.
Do you
He
measure?
does the mom
No,
thing.
not. I go by taste. That's what he told me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, I'm trash talking him. He's not
He's a good
joining
learner.
in.
See, he's taken after you. So that's
Okay.
No, I mean I agree. My meatball's better, but
Oh, now it
We'll
begins.
see.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, so this is a habanero smoky chipotle salsa, and I'm putting some of that in there. And I would say that's just maybe a 1/4 cup as well. It's not
Okay.
very much. And I'm doing 2 eggs, and this is how you keep a nice meatball soft and not dry it out. So let's take we're doing 2 eggs. I don't know why I wore this.
Yeah, these are, I was going to say, these are possibly getting in the way.
I don't know. I don't always.
all right.
My wardrobe, I don't know how to pick it out for TV. Okay, so this is at least a 1/4 cup of some breadcrumbs, and all this is an Italian style breadcrumb.
Okay, I see that.
Okay, so now we're just going to take our hands, and this is why I have gloves on, because as soon as I'm finished with this, these things are going to go hit the trash. So yeah. So
I'll get one sleeve, Brittany,
okay.
you get the other.
So the good sneaky part, if you're doing low carb, it's totally fine. You can have some cheese, and then we're going to put some cheese in this. So we're just going to form a ball. Of course, mix this up a little bit better.
Right.
And we're forming a ball, and then we're just going to cut out the middle, and I'm just going to take some slices of this
look at that.
cheese, and we're just going to
yum.
cover it up and put it in a pan.
And that's pepper cheese.
Yes, pepper jack cheese, of course. And then we are going to do that to the rest of the meat, the mixture here.
Okay.
And then you are going to put it in a 400-degree oven, and I want to cover it so they don't dry out. Cook it for 40 minutes.
Okay.
And that's if you make the golf-size ball.
Okay.
That's a little bit bigger than golf. I don't.
That's
can make
almost
them
tennis
as much
ball
as
right
you
there.
want.
Well, it's like a hail comparison yesterday. We have the golf ball size hail and tennis
right.
ball. That's about tennis ball.
Once that's finished, you pull it out, and the grease will be around it, so you're going to just pull them out and set them out on a paper towel and kind of drain them a little. And then we're going to put it on some zucchini noodles, and all you do with the zucchini noodle, I think if you've been watching, you just scrape a zucchini with a potato peeler.
Yeah,
and
super easy.
They'll be nice and tender, and now we're going to just pour some fresh salsa over top of this. So it's in a sort noodles, and we're still staying with the tradition of a kind of like a spaghetti thing. So I'm going to let you try this.
It smells so good from
does.
here.
Oh,
You can
I
really
forgot.
get the scent of it.
Cilantro.
This needs cilantro in
plus
it.
that.
'cause
Always.
Yeah.
all that has tons of cilantro in
Okay.
it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this and see what you think. You want to try my meatballs?
Have you had these before, Christian?
No.
I've never had these.
So
Okay.
this is going to be your first sample of them too.
He's so sweet. When I told him what I was making, and he was like, "Oh, that sounds so good."
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan of pepper
And then he
jack
got
cheese.
worried. He was like,
Spicy,
that's probably going to be better than mine. I
Oh,
said,
no.
I don't know, because he told, he let me taste his. I will
sense
say.
a hybrid maybe between the two of you, where you take some of this and some of what he's doing with the turkey, and then
Well, that
combine
could
them.
happen for
Yeah.
sure. Here, let's try that.
Okay, you
But I tasted the turkey meatballs. He actually made a believer out of me for sure.
That's saying something.
Yeah, because in fact, I've been asked to do turkey meatballs before, and I just said, no, I won't be doing
just don't
those.
want to.
They're too dry. Okay, there, try that.
Okay.
Piece of ground beef in here.
I have ground beef in my hair.
I've been looking at it for a while.
Leave it to the sun to pick out the flaws.
Oh, he's right.
no
I
napkins.
thought he
You
was.
really did have some.
I thought you were kidding.
Can I have a fork, Tim?
I thought you were trying to
absolutely.
throw me off my game.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here this is.
You'll
So it's a
try
little
that
cold
next.
and hot, as you can see, so it can possibly be a little
Love it.
refreshing. And
This is so good.
so what do you think?
I'm
Is
a
it-
fan. Big
You're a
fan.
fan? Okay, it's very hot too, by the way, just so you know. There's jalapenos in that
Mm-hmm.
salsa. You can use jarred salsa, but you know me. That salsa's so easy, I wasn't going to do that.
All right.
So what do you think?
This is going to be hard to beat, Christian. I'm not going to lie. It's delicious.
And I'd like to hear what you
Are you
think.
scared yet?
Are you happy?
I love the salsa.
Okay.
Is this too close?
So what happens then if you end up liking this one better than your own? Do we just give it to her?
I would say that, but I don't know about that.
All right. So you're still thinking
We're still
yours
going to
is
do
better.
the segment too,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry
I was
about
going to
that.
say.
Yeah, stay tuned. You got to see him do his.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is excellent. It's going to be hard to beat, but we'll see. So stay tuned. We'll have that other recipe coming up in just a second. We'll be right back.
Before that, though, we're going to have another check on the forecast, so stick around.